Hello everyone, Myzzrym here, bringing you to the second game between World Elite and Invasion Red. So it is part of the Monthly Madness Asia Invitational Tournament. And we're going to see first from World Elite an Invoker ban, nothing really surprising here. Invoker, one of these very versatile hero who can nuke, disable, and push. And he's a very strong solo laner as in general. So one of these top pick ban material, not very surprising to see him ban as the first ban. It's you know not a whole lot to read about this ban. And last game we saw World Elite and Invasion Red. Actually, Invasion Red taking the win, although World Elite had a huge advantage, which is mainly because World Elite did some mistakes in the late game, such as not saving enough for buybacks, going for this very powerful item instead. And we're gonna see a Lone Druid ban from Invasion Red. So this is not very common. It's Lone Druid is one of those heroes who can push as well as carry, and we sometimes see directed ban from teams, knowing that the enemy team carry really likes the Lone Druid, but not very often seen as a first ban. So World Elite following with Queen of Pain ban, Invasion Red with Prophet ban, and we're gonna finish with the Windrunner ban and Lycan ban. So Chaos Knight picked for World Elite. Chaos Knight, one of those heroes who is very often played in the Asian scene with this very strong ganking potential and a carry potential. Although he's not a very hard carry per se, he can push very well with his illusions. And God knows that the actual meta game right now is really revolving around getting these towers, getting this map control early on. So Chaos Knight very strong for ganking as well as pushing. Ganking because his Chaos Bolt at level 4 deals stuns for 2 to 4 seconds, so it's an enormous amount of time. And Invasion Red is gonna answer with a Darkseer pick. Darkseer, one of these very annoying heroes you never want to play against. With his vacuum, he can screw up your positioning. With his Wall of Replica, he can just turtle like a boss, and his surge also make his ally able to escape or to position themselves in order to, for example, a Tide Hunter land a perfect ultimate. And also his Iron Shell also very annoying AoE damage, and he can also farm safely while using the Iron Shell on his creeps. And Invasion Red sure taking a lot of time here on bonus time for their second pick. They seem quite surprised, not surprised, but seem quite indecisive. So Leshrac picked by Invasion Red now. Leshrac also one of these heroes who have seen a lot of recent plays, and he can just be played as a lot of roles. He can fill the solo role, he can fill the support role, he can also push very easily with his Diabolic Edict, dealing a lot of damage. And worthily going for an Earthshaker. This is very strange. Earthshaker very recently also seen an increased amount of plays, but still Earthshaker is very often picked as one of those 2 last heroes and not like in those 3 first picks, because it is deemed that there are many better heroes to go for. And Rebik is picked by World Elite, so this is quite exciting. Rebik is one of those heroes who's very new to the Captain's mode. Even in Dota 1, he's not that old. And there was speculation saying that Rebik would actually make it into the first ban pick material, but it hasn't been the case. Some teams have been experimenting with Rebik, but there hasn't been like a huge success. Like Rebik is now on par with the Invoker or Lycan. He's seen some plays, but very often he'll not be banned, and even very often he'll not be picked. Same with Wisp. When he actually came out, there were some speculation about Wisp being a very powerful team hero, and that competitive teams would actually make him very powerful. But in practice, we haven't seen this a lot. Some teams have tried to pick Wisp, and very often they did not do very well. So Rebik, strong AoE nuke with this Fade Bolt. Very annoying also on lane because the Fade Bolt reduce your attack damage. And he has a strong disable in the form of Telekinesis. At level 1 it's already 1.5 seconds of disable. And his spell steal also very annoying. He can definitely turn the tide of the battle if you use it well. We see Invasion Red going for Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon recently gaining in popularity. He actually, the teams have started to use him very how do you say that? they just figured out how to use it more, or use him more effectively. And he's played as a support role, but he scaled very well in the late game due to his disruption that actually summons illusion of the end of the hero disrupted. So if you disrupt the carry in the late game, the illusion will deal a lot of damage. It's like 80% of the damage. Plus it's 2 illusion, plus it lasts something like 8 seconds, so it's long. And also the soul catcher is percentage based, so it scales well during the entire game. We're gonna see Slaughter ban from the World Elite, so they do not want to deal with this Shadow Demon Disrupt, Slaughter come in and stun combo. Sometimes we saw Shadow Demon plus Slaughter mid, and it is actually quite painful to see. There's a lot of damage. Shadow Demon can just lend the disruption. Slaughter come in, stun. Shadow Demon has this Soul Catcher, and with the Soul Catcher plus the Slaughter, reduced armor ultimates, they can just munch through any hero. So we see Rexar Beastmaster banned now from the invasion side. Beastmaster, one of those heroes who can lock down an enemy hero very, very easily with his ultimate. It lasts 3 to 4 seconds at max level, and 3 seconds at level 6, I think, if I remember well, and 4 seconds at level 16. And so it's very easy to pick off these squishy heroes like Shadow Demon, like Leshrac. And also he has this ability to stay on the suicide lane while stacking the Ancient with his summons. So since his axes deal mixed damage, he can actually damage down the Ancient creeps. So he can actually be at level 4, for example, because he has been shut down on the lane, and everyone's at level 7. And then he goes to this big Ancient stack, and wham! He just pops level 7 instantly and gain like 1000 gold in one go. World Elite going to ban the Enigma. Enigma, very strong jungle hero. He can jungle very, very fast. I think it's one of the fastest jungler on par with Lycan. And he has this very, very strong teamfight ability with the Black Hole. Ganking ability with the Malefice, which is dealing 3 stuns in succession. And Invasion Red banning the Ancient Apparition. So Ancient Apparition ban here, I cannot really understand it. It's a good hero, sure. And actually, it is a very powerful hero right now with the amount of disables the World Elite has. Ancient Apparition, for those who don't know, he lands a curse on an enemy, and if the enemy doesn't move from the first place where he got cursed fast enough, he will get frosted on place. Plus, he's taking a damage over time. So since you have a Chaos Knight, Earthshaker, and Rebic all being able to combo with the Ancient Apparition, he's getting banned. I think at least it's the idea behind this ban. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just tripping. And Shadow Shaman pick up by the World Elite side, so a bit more pushing power now, even more disables. Right now it's a good amount of support for the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight can deal a lot of damage, but he has to stay around with the enemy heroes. So Shadow Shaman with these Shackle and his Hex, allowing him to deal full amount of damage that he wants. And Brewmaster taken from the invasion side. So Brewmaster, very, very surprisingly, he is one of those heroes who, once he made into captain mode, he was one of those first pick ban material for a long time. He was a very annoying hero to deal with. His ultimate basically granting him free reign over the team fight. And very surprisingly, we now don't see him very often anymore. See how long he has been in the pool before getting picked. He hasn't been banned. He hasn't even been picked before the 4th place. And Brewmaster definitely still one of these very powerful heroes. Engagement with a Blink Dagger plus the Keg, the Thunderstomp or something like this. I forgot the real name. And with the Shadow Demon, it can actually be a alternative for this Shadow Demon Slaughter combo. Instead, picking the Shadow Demon with the Brewmaster combo, and it also deals a heck ton of damage. Brewmaster's AoE damage ability deals a lot of damage. Plus, it's slow, so you can follow the enemy around and still hit him on the face while he has this Soul Catcher active. And he is also having a very powerful teamfight ability within his ultimate. So now we see a Pugna picked from the World Elite. Pugna not often picked due to the fact that he has no disables, is very squishy, and is easily shut down in the mid lane if he actually solos. It's one of those heroes like the Shadow Demon, Shadow Fiend that is a very powerful laner. He's very strong at the early game, but he's shut down very easily due to smokes and gank since he has no escape mechanism. And Death Prophet picked by Invasion side. So Death Prophet also a very strong pushing hero. We saw in these last months Death Prophet actually taking a lot of wins against Navi. So it was wondered at one time if Death Prophet would be the ultimate counter to Navi, but I think it has been they have been playing against Nature Prophet quite a few times now, and it's not like this very cheesy. I picked Death Prophet, I can win against Navi now. So Death Prophet definitely also a very strong solo hero with his Wave of Darkness. What's the name called? Crypt Swarm. So yeah, not anywhere near. So we're gonna have FZFZ.my playing the Brewmaster heading top. ShenGG going for the Shadow Demon going top as well. So they're not heading mid. And Leshrac heading top as well. So trialing top. Darkseer going probably Suicide lane, and Death Prophet also probably going for the mid lane. And actually no, they're all heading top for controlling the jungle and watching if someone is actually coming in to put a ward. It might be the case with the Earthshaker and the Rebic, both heading top. And so Rebic played by FNTY, Earthshaker played by Luo. We have Chan on the Chaos Knight, GG on the Pugna, and IC on the Shadow Shaman. So I was wrong, Pugna is not gonna go solo lane, he's gonna go bottom lane with the Shadow Shaman
30 seconds to battle.
Shadow Shaman support. And Chan, wait, no. Chaos Knight very rarely seeing solo as a solo mid. So probably he'll be supported by Shadow Shaman. Maybe I'm wrong here, so don't take my words on it. So Shadow Shaman very likely to support the Chaos Knight middle lane. Or maybe Chaos Knight can stand his ground against Death Prophet, but I highly doubt it.
The battle begins.
And Earthshaker, FNTY, and Luo watching the movement from the Dire side here, putting down this ward in the high ground so they can see this rune, and already putting an Observer ward here. So very aggressive Observer ward. We often see this on the Suicide lane when you have a tri lane to control the movement from your enemies, and you actually get to know if they're staying at the tower, so you don't have to waste time trying to gank them, or if they're actually going forward and taking some risk. So Earthshaker not going with the Rebic here, he is actually looking for the mid lane. This is because Shadow Shaman is actually invisible, so we might see a first boss very soon here. Shadow Shaman just have to entangle to shackle the enemy. Earthshaker follows with the long range Fisher, and they're going to go on it. And one stun from the Chaos Knight, 2 second stun, so it's gonna be the death for the Death Prophet. Earthshaker also blocking the pass in case the Death Prophet wanted to run away. So very good gang at level 1. Shadow Shaman getting the invisibility rune bottom lane, and there's no one that could see it, no wards whatsoever. And there's no one here on the bottom lane, so they're letting the Pugna just farming alone. And yeah, we see the Darkseer are actually going jungle, so trialing top, one jungle, and no one bottom, so this is very curious. So even more because Pugna is although he's a very strong laner, it's not like a tri-lane bottom, so it's not like a huge killing potential. Maybe I don't know. I won't say anything that I do not know here. So actually the Rebic on FNTY playing the Rebic is going to be solo, and Luo is actually still standing in the mid lane to put pressure on the Death Prophet. She knows she can't really cross this area, because if she does and she gets stunned by the Chaos Knight, Earthshaker can just block the retreat path with the perfect Fisher. So he's gonna put the Observer ward on the high ground so he can see everything that happens here. He can see at any time where the Death Prophet is, and if ever Death Prophet makes one little mistakes, she will feel it. She will actually have to run all the way around there or here to escape the gank. So Shadow Shaman still pulling the creeps, and Pugna going on uncontested on bottom lane. They have also the rune control since Earthshaker is hanging around there. And not very much happening top lane. Shadow Demon and Calving Tan with the Leshrac both sitting in the jungle and pulling. Brewmaster standing here, farming his ass off. And Rebik still level 1, but managed to take some experience. He cannot do much in the top lane, and he's gonna go also for the mid lane gank, I guess. So let's see, Chan with 14 for 5, and Dash Prophet 8 for 1. Rebik trying to counter ward, but no luck. He's not gonna be able to see this ward. And Brewmaster 14 for 7, Pugna 15 for 7. So 2 lanes are free farming for the Radiant side. We have Chan on his Chaos Knight and GG on his Pugna. And on the other hand, we have only Brewmaster free farming top lane, because Death Prophet is on the actually, you know, being very careful, because she doesn't know if there's a rune here, and maybe, you know, it's an invisibility rune again. But actually, she should know. She knows that the Chaos Knight has this illusion rune. So Chan taking last hits, and Death Prophet actually getting out lane here because of this pressure. And we're gonna see a smoke coming from the Dire side with the Shrike and the Shadow Demon. So they want to give back this advantage back to the Death Prophet so she can farm. And Chan, knowing that he has the upper hand, is actually playing very, very aggressively here. So maybe he's gonna make a mistake, but actually Shen GG going out of smoke, and they might... No, they are looking for the Rebik instead, and they're going to go for it. But FNTY being very careful here, not knowing where 2 of the enemy heroes are, and he's standing very far in the lane, not showing himself. And now he sees Chen GG coming in, so he's gonna be safe. And Chan still farming middle lane, so the Death Prophet now sitting with 9 for 2, and Chaos Knight at 21 for 13, and he's harassing down the Death Prophet just by... You see 2 spells, and Death Prophet is actually going down from a lot of... I think it was 600 health to 200, and they're trying to get the top tower in exchange. And Death Prophet getting it ganked in the mid lane, so Shadow Shaman going in, shackling 1 Fisher, 1 stun from the Chaos Knight, and she's dead. Death Prophet not very tanky in the early game. She's one of those heroes you actually want to have tank items on to make her able to stand and fight, and she's not going to be able to do so. So Dark's here actually doing the little smoke trick. So what is the smoke trick? Basically, oh wait, the top tower is again getting pressured by the Dire side. Smoke trick. So Darkseer can actually use Ion Shell to farm, and Smoke doesn't get dispelled when you use spells. Smoke only gets dispelled if you auto attack. So in that case, what he does is he pulls a lot of creeps and he makes a huge stack, and then he's just gonna smoke in, put the Ion Shell, and stand here, right here with the Ion Shell to kill the creeps. And we now see that Darkseer is going down bottom lane. He's now level 5, he has level 3 of Ion Shell, and he knows he can actually farm quite well with this. So he's gonna put a bit of pressure on the Pugna, trying to avoid letting the Pugna free farm again. So he's at 33 for 15, and Chaos Knight now sitting at 24 for 13 and smoking in. They're trying to gank someone here. I guess it's gonna be trying to go for maybe the Death Prophet, and Death Prophet is actually taking a rune, and it's gonna be a haste, so she's gonna be okay. So Chaos Knight here getting out of smoke. And Rebik at last taking some very much needed experience and gold. FNTY now, he doesn't fear the Rebik. He has this at the very worst, he has this ultimate to run away, but he doesn't even need it. He can stand his ground against a Rebik just fine. We see a rotation coming out from the Dire side. Calvitan and Chen GG probably looking for this push, but with the Pugna blast, that damage tower plus the ward from the Shadow Shaman is probably going to be it for the tower, and they're going to go for the Pugna. One disruption into stun, and it's enough damage to kill down the Pugna. Pugna very squishy also in the early game, and once the disruption plus the Soul Catcher landed with a very good follow-up from the Splitters, it was pretty much enough. And just Darkseer sitting with very low health. He has to be careful. He's gonna get caught up. Yeah, he is. He's gonna get caught up by the Shadow Shaman. He couldn't walk this way because he feared the wards, and he's gonna die because of this. It's a very bad, very sad mistake. But Shadow Shaman blocked in by the melee creep. Oh, very annoying needle creep here. If there was support coming in from the dire side, he could have died here. But the Earthshaker actually standing around here and putting a bit of pressure as well, so he doesn't want to risk it. Right now it's 4 for 1. We see Word Elite controlling the game pretty well. Sorry, I forgot to put to take away this. And experience graph is gonna show it 2k gold, 2k experience in the advantage of the Radiant, and almost 2k gold as well. So now FNTY taking his levels. We see that he's taking only 1 level in telekinesis, and he's going to go for the null field. So there are 2 builds basically. You always want to max Fade Bolt to increase this damage output, and he's gonna go for the Arcane Boots. But going for the telekinesis or the null field is a choice. Telekinesis only adds 0.25 seconds of disable at whenever you level it up, and action going on middle lane. So Brewmaster already with his Blink Dagger, and Death Prophet is gonna go down from last Ether Shock from the Shadow Shaman. I was saying Brewmaster already has the Blink Dagger, but not enough mana to afford linking in, stumping, and using his ultimate. And they're probably looking for the middle lane, middle tower here. Brewmaster can't defend it without any mana. He cannot really right-click the enemy to death right now. And they're going to go on the Darkseer. Darkseer, 4 seconds of stun. It's gonna be probably the death of Darkseer. No, actually very good vacuum into a stun. Earthshaker waited. He used his Fissure before the 4 seconds finished to try to kill Darkseer as fast as possible. But it ended up working against him because Darkseer actually, got away from the 4 second stun. The stun actually lasts only, sorry. The stun finished, and there was no Earthshaker stun to follow up. So he had the opportunity to learn a very good vacuum, and Leshrac a very good save with his Split Earth, enough to kill both heroes and save the Darkseer. Very good play coming in here. And let's see the items for our heroes here. So we see Rebic sitting with 1k gold as well as Arcane Boots, so he did quite well from the little things he could. He actually sits with 32 creep kills at 10 minutes into a game, so it's not that bad for a suicide lane. It's not even bad. It's actually quite good. Earthshaker now with his boots and nothing more. He's warding up. Shadow Shaman also with these Arcane Boots, so 2 Arcane Boots for the Radiant, and sitting with 1.7k gold. He might go for a Blink Dagger for more initiation power. Chaos Knight with a Power Tread, Bottle, as well as Bracer and Magic Wand. So a good amount of early game items. And GG, what does GG have? GG already has this mechanism, so they're looking very good for early team fights right now. Also with the Arcane Boost, so 3 Arcane Boosts, so spam fest for the Radiant side. Invasion Red on the other hand, Shadow Demon not having much, and FNTY using the spell steal to get the Shadow Poison to scout in the forest. And 2 heroes here smoked up. They're gonna hide here in the forest. They're looking for an opportunity, but 4 enemy dire heroes here, so it might go very bad for the Radiant. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Shen GG running in, and he's gonna get disabled by the Shadow Shaman. But on the other hand, FZFZ going on from the Rebic, using his ultimate. The Shadow Shaman, no one went down here, so Shadow Shaman died. Earthshaker actually TP'd out, I think. Yes, he did TP out. And Rebic's gonna get caught up by the Brewmaster ultimate. He could not run away from this. So what happened? Shadow Shaman jumped on the Shadow Demon. The Shadow Demon did not die. It's actually quite surprising. I thought he would die here. And he didn't die. He actually used probably Disruption on himself to buy himself some time. And Earthshaker, as soon as he saw the things were going sour, he teleported away. And Shadow Shaman, not so lucky, he died. Same with Rebic, getting caught up by the Brewmaster. Brewmaster alone enough to kill down the Rebic. Rebic cannot run away from the Brewmaster. He can only run and on foot, and he can only telekinesis one of the guys. And we're gonna see a fight happening top lane, bottom lane. Nothing much gonna happen here. Prophet popping her ultimates though, and Pugna also popping his mechanism. So we're gonna see, are they going to try to catch the Brewmaster? They know the Brewmaster haven't got the ultimate, but he also has a Blink Dagger, so it's gonna be very hard to pick him off. Earthshaker now sitting with the Invis, but no mana. So he needs his allies to give him this little boost,
Dire's middle tower
and he's
is
gonna
under
sit
attack.
around and wait for the opportunity for a perfect Fisher. He's only level 4, so nothing much he can do except for landing good Fishers. And the middle tower is going to go down. Nothing much the Dire side can do
Dire's
about
middle
this.
tower has fallen.
Prophet's ultimate, Death Prophet ultimate is down, and also the Brewmaster ultimate also down. So they do not want to contest this. And they're going to go for the top tower now for World Elite. And let's see how the experience graph goes. It's pretty even. It's only 1k gold, but gold graph 5k gold advantage. This is also this is probably because of the tower advantage. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5, and now whoa! The Darkseer going out very early into the fight. He's gonna get caught up, and Brewmaster, very good blink, actually saving himself. He was sent into the air by the telekinesis, but telekinesis deals no damage, so he doesn't disable the blink dagger. As soon as he started landing, he used the blink dagger. And Leshrac breaking down the trees with his splitters. And what are they gonna do? Are they gonna go on it? Go for it?
Dire's
Maybe
top
not.
tower
Primal
is under
split.
attack.
Oh, still on cooldown. And they're standing here for the Radiant team. They know they can stand because they have this mechanism to prolong siege, and they also have a lot of arcane boosts, so they can just throw spells to harass down the enemy, and then you use all these arcane boosts. On the other side, we only have Death Prophet with his face boots, and Shadow Demon no boots either. Leshrac no upgraded boots either. Brewmaster no upgraded boots, so no one has arcane boots. So they every little point of mana they use is
Radiant's
some
bottom
mana that they
tower
won't
is
be
under
able to
attack.
regain. And they're gonna go for it under the tower, and Chen GG gonna get caught up immediately. Disruption on himself. It's actually baiting the enemy, the Radiant side here. But is this gonna be enough? The Shadow Demon falls, and Pugna is actually surviving quite well. And oh, the Rubik stole the Primal Split, and he's wreaking havoc into the enemy team. And only the Shadow Shaman falls for 2 enemy heroes, and the Panda ultimate is gonna finish. Rubik here taking a kill on the Leshrac, and also the Darkseer is gonna go down from the amount of stuns and disables coming out from the Radiant team, and the tower is gonna fall as well. So this very good fight for the Radiant. 4 enemy heroes for 1 and plus a tower. Very good spell steal by Rubik, stealing the Panda ultimate. I was very confused seeing the little brawling going on the Death Prophet. I was like, what the hell? Isn't Panda on the Dire team? But yes, it is. It's just Rubik stole the Panda split. And there Panda is going in, and he's going in very aggressively. He has no ultimates. He's gonna go down. And it's Leshrac again going down as well, and Chen GG also taking a fall. 3 heroes going down for really no reason here. Too eager, trying to catch the heroes running away, but in the end, since they have so many arcane boots, now it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 arcane boots. Yeah, 4 arcane boots. So it's almost endless amount of mana. They can just fight and fight and fight. And very good vacuum here, taking 5 heroes, but not gonna be enough. And is he going to go down as well? No, he's running away. They're all pretty low on health and mana. They might look for someone. The Pugna is gonna get caught up behind, and he's gonna get disrupted, trying for the to get some time for the allies to come in, but the mechanism is gonna pop, and Brewmaster again blinking in without the ultimate. He's gonna go down again. He's dead like 3 times in a row now, and stealing the Thunderclap, and he's gonna go down as well. Leshrac getting killed, and Shadow Demon dying again. It's 19 for 6. It's going horribly wrong for the Dire side. As soon as this first team fight happened here, they died. They lost 1 team fight, they lost a 2nd team fight, and they're losing a 3rd team fight here. At every time trying to catch up the heroes running away. And usually it is gonna happen. It is possible, but Pugna here sitting with the mechanism is gonna heal every time that you actually lose a team fight. He's gonna throw up a mechanism. Again, he's gonna use it right now, probably, or he's gonna save it. And this arcane boots, like they have so many arcane boots. They have 4 arcane boots on the Radiant side. So that means endless amount of mana. Every time the whole team pop the arcane boots, it's 500 mana going for everyone in the team. So Earthshaker C, after all these fights, after 3 team fights, he is still sitting with full health, full mana. Same with Shadow Shaman, same with the GG. He was so low on health, almost dead, and he's now full health with 600 mana. So let's see what item they got now. Pugna was a 4 staff, very much needed for this mobility. Pugna has no escape mechanism, no sorry, positioning skill, and now that's gonna solve this problem. The Shadow Shaman also with a Blink Dagger now. He's going for Augur Club, so either BKB or Aghanim Scepter. Earthshaker now also with 1k gold, so Rebik going straight for level 2 Necronomicon, so they're looking for this huge pushing potential. Same with Chaos Knight, Drum of Endurance, very good for the team fights, and Augur Club maybe going for either the the Senge that we saw last time, or for the BKB. So I'm under the impression that BKB would be more useful, but you know, what do I know? Maybe Senge is very powerful on the Chaos Knight, and it's actually a very, very good build. So let's see what they're gonna do, where they're gonna go. And Earthshaker, if he gets this Blink Dagger, it's gonna be horribly hard to fight for the Dire side. Blink from the Shadow Shaman, Blink from the Earthshaker. If they manage to catch off the Darkseer before the fight happens, it's one of these most team fight powerful hero that's gonna go down. And they're gonna try to catch the Death Prophet, not gonna happen. So let's see, Pugna also going for Augur Club. So Pugna very, very unlikely to go for Aghanim Scepter. We rarely see Aghanim Scepter on Pugna because it's not as good as, for example, getting Aghanim Scepter on Shadow Shaman. And probably going for this BKB. And if they all start getting BKB, it's like one hero, like so Chaos Knight BKB, Pugna BKB, and the Shadow Shaman BKB. It's gonna be very hard for the enemy team to actually do anything in team fight, because Brewmaster's clap is magic damage. Left Strike is mainly doing magic damage. Same for the Death Prophet. The waves, her ultimate is physical damage, but most of the time she wants to spam this Crypt Swarm, and Shadow Demon also magic damage. And they're going in. Chaos Knight using his ultimate to push, and wards are going to go down as well. So little by little, they're whittling down this tower. Pugna even coming in for a little blast. And are they gonna stand here and try to get the tower? They are actually looking at the fight. They're looking for a fight. Are they gonna do it? They're trying to. Oh, Darkseer actually trying to get something, but he's gonna go down before the vacuum pops. He landed the wall though, so. Oh, the Chaos Knight using the BKB, but Purge going through BKB, slowing him down. He's gonna go down as well. And the fight not going as bad as I expected for the Dire, running out from their tower. And FNTY again stealing the split. Is he gonna use it? He is. He killed the Shadow Demon is gonna go down. The Death Prophet now in a lot of trouble. The little Bruling, the copied Bruling are gonna go on the Death Prophet, and she's gonna go down as well. So this Brewmaster often picked because of his ultimate, and basically Rebik is one of those heroes who excels at playing against these heroes that are only picked for their ultimate. You want an Enigma? Fine, you land a Black Hole, I steal your Black Hole, I have your Black Hole. And Spell Steal only have 18 seconds of cooldown. So they're gonna try and run away. Now it's gonna be pretty much oh, this is gonna be dangerous for them. So Brewmaster trying to get some delay. Oh, full Leshrac going down so quickly from the Ethereal, the Banish, the Decrepify, plus the spell damage coming out from the Radiant side, and the Darkseer going down as well, picked up by the enemy, by the Radiant side, and they're going to get 1 melee racks because of this. And yeah, we see even Chaos Knight coming back now with his BKB off cooldown. And so TP cancelled here. Earthshaker even going for Vitality Booster. Because, okay, there was once Luminous who said in one cast, you're going for Vitality Booster even if you're not going for Vanguard. Why is that? This is because you know that you can't finish the game in the next few minutes. So instead of trying to buy some very expensive items, you go for the most cost efficient item you can find. And Vitality Booster is one of those items. Here he has a lot of mana, so he does not care about anything but surviving in a team fight. And Leshrac is going to go down before the hack actually happens. Panda blinking in again very aggressively, and he's going to go down as well. No support coming up from his team. I don't really know what he tried to achieve here. Maybe he was just like, you know, okay, so it's lost anyway, I might as well try to do some damage. and they're still sitting with a lot of HP here. You can see that they're almost all full health and with almost full mana as well. So the second set of barracks are going to go down, the mid racks are going to go down, and at that point I do not know what the the dire side can do to stop them. It's 26-4-7, and Darkseer again getting caught up before the fight happens. Ooh, this is very, very, very bad for the Dire. And let's look at the experience graph shot up. 15k experience advantage, 20k gold advantage. And it's not one of these games where you say, okay, you know, it's 15k, but they still have the advantage because late game, whatever, whatever. Right now, it's just they're rolling on invasion. It's brutal. It's very brutal. The Shrek here sitting only with a bracer, boots, and magic wand. Every time he's just dying in every fight. Shadow Demon going for the tranquil boots and one bracer. Brewmaster, since he's got his blink dagger, he only managed to get arcane boots and a little ogre club. He can't really squish any more items with this few creeps he can get, and every time he dies. Darkseer also not even having boots, not even having this Vanguard. He only has this soul ring basically and the vitality booster. And even the Death Prophet here, sitting almost completing her her force staff, but else getting the phase boost and the cloak. So Earthshaker going for the Vanguard. You'll never see Earthshaker going for a Vanguard and a cloak. And this is, as I said, because they want to finish the game quick. And he's just saying here, I want to stay as long as possible in teamfight. They're gonna try and catch up the enemy heroes. So the teamfight's gonna happen. Leshrack's gonna go down, focused by the Chaos Knight. Oh, actually Purge going on the Chaos Knight to save the Leshrack. He's gonna get slowed, and so the Brewlings are actually trying to do something, but they're not achieving anything. Oh, Shadow Shaman staying in behind, but he has the wards. He has the wards helping him. And Leshrack very low health. Leshrack's going down. Darkseer's going down as well. And Blue Master actually getting caught behind as well. And the Death Prophet also slowed. We should be able to stay alive. She puts down the Force Staff coming in. She put down the branch to allow her to have a slot for the Force Staff, and Force Staffing herself before getting entangled, snared by the Shadow Shaman. Again, we see the Rebik using the little Bruling, and GG's gonna come out from Evasion Red. Whoa, very, very one-sided stomp here. As soon as the so the Death Prophet once again gonna go down. As soon as the team fights started happening here, it was going horribly wrong for the Dire side. They just went down the hole and couldn't climb up again. So now Mega Creeps are gonna go. GG thinking of teleporting, but not even useful. They can just finish the game right now. So very, very, very burst heavy heroes. They have a lot of magic damage, disables as well, and they can just control the fight. They control the fight through the disables. See how much time do the enemy heroes actually spend fighting? It feels like they just spend their time taking damage and getting stunned. Like here, the Darkseer 4-second stun. The Panda threw up in the air. Nothing he can do. Then stunned by the Fisher, stunned by the transformed into a chicken by the Shadow Shaman, decrepified by the Pugna. Nothing really that it just feels like they're helpless against this. So well played by Word Elite, and I'll try to cast the third game soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.